Alright, guys, there is a saying, and I know none of us want to hear this shit or think about this shit or, take ownership of this shit. Sorry if I cuss so much. America's been pretty steady at war for the last, 50 years. I don't know how far back you want to go. Korea, Vietnam. We'll say World War II, we were the good guys, but since then, we've caused a lot of problems. February 19th, 1250, we're going to be at the Washington Monument to raise some hell. And the purpose of this, guys, is every single drone strike we've dropped. Notice I said we've. I mean, you did not launch this drone strike. You know what I mean? We weren't in command and said fire upon that. Every innocent person we've killed, it was from a drone or a soldier or somebody who sent us there in a war that has no moral basis, and we fly our flag on the trigger. That's what we're talking about right here, guys. I don't want to go. I don't have the money to ball out and go down and go up to Washington. But at the end of the day, um, World War III kicks off, guys. Your family, everything you're working hard for, and your goals you're trying to meet and reach, it's for nothing. If World War III starts, which it's never been more possible than now, since the Cold War era at least, um, it's highly possible that World War III could happen. All it takes is one missile to go into, a NATO nation, and we're involved. We're now involved. And this thing is only getting hotter. We just keep pouring fuel on the fire. Russia's, they've made it pretty much known that they're not going to let off the gas. They're all in. And say we do make them very weak. Say we do make them very wary. Do you really want a country to feel weak and wary when they have nuclear weapons? You know what I mean? Do you really want to make them feel like they're in a corner they can't get out of? So you back an animal in the corner, it doesn't matter how likely it is it's going to win, it will fight. So whether you want to talk human nature or just nature in general, you know, Ukraine was one of the most corrupt countries in the planet. Okay, first and foremost. Second off, U.S. went in there in 2014. They democratically elected a guy, and we went in there and staged a coup. I know, it's crazy. Believe it or not, U.S. is known for regime change. We've been doing it for a while now. And you look at Syria, guys, they're in a civil war. You look at Iraq, they're still fucked up. You look at Afghanistan, we were there for 20 years. We had our opportunity to become the world's police and actually do good. And now the fucking Taliban runs it. After 20 years of us being there. How many millions and billions and soldiers died and fucking guns and ammo, and now they're driving our fucking Hummers and wearing our body armor that we as the taxpayers have fucking funded and worked our fucking ass off. 1/3 of your year, you know 4 months out of the year, you're paying taxes. That's all you're working for, is just the taxes, so you can keep your next 8 months of labor that you sweat and bled for. That's all the money you make, is 8 months out of the year. The other 4 months you're working for the government. So they can go to Afghanistan for fucking 20 years and piss all the money in the world. And now the fucking Taliban runs it. So what makes you think this Ukraine situation is any different? Oh, because Russia fired the first shot. What did it ever occur to you, with the Cuban Missile Crisis, we just weren't going to have Russia putting weapons in Cuba. And Cuba's not even connected to us. Ukraine is on their motherfucking doorstep. Ukraine could launch a missile, and within 5 minutes they could hit the Kremlin. Which, if you don't know what that is, you really don't need to be taking a stance in this. you really need to come out here and protest with us. Because that's their fucking White House. That's where Putin eats the steak and shrimp, fucks Russian whores. I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't like Putin. I don't like Russia. But we've been fucking with Russia for a long time now. We promised NATO wouldn't expand under Bill Clinton, and we've expanded over 13 countries since then. And even if we didn't, the fact that we've done that is super aggressive, and it makes Russia know, okay, these guys are coming in closer and closer and closer to us, and they're not gonna have fucking Ukraine be part of NATO. They're not gonna have Ukraine be armed to the teeth on their fucking doorstep, and I don't fucking necessarily blame them. Even though I don't like Russia, I don't defend his actions. I'm just letting you know what I see as an outsider. We as America, we have so many fucking homeless people now. So many people got destroyed from COVID. And we just sent over $100 billion to these guys. There's children in our country that are sleeping in cars with their parents. Most of them single moms. And we don't got a fucking dime to spare for them. But you bet your ass when it comes to killing people, we can pull out some fucking money. So again, me and you did not fire the drone strikes on the wedding in Iraq, but somebody did with our flag on that drone. So you owe it to those people to show up or show support some way, shape, or form. We have to express we want peace, which the government has made it clear they're not interested in peace. They're interested in sending more guns, more weapons, more missiles, more tanks, more fucking everything to keep this thing going, to keep making, how much more are you guys paying for your goods now? Your gas, your everything. You thought inflation was bad, now we got war on top of it. COVID took out a bunch of competition, so now there's less and less people serving goods, so now they can charge what they want because there's less competition. Go down the fucking line, guys. None of this equates to good news. So let's show up, show out, support it if you can't. Love y'all out.